And bro, so I was reading a comment the other day. It was on one of my videos. I forgot what the video was, but it just made me think of something, because it said something along the lines of, there's no point telling yourself that you're a loser, or there's no point telling yourself basically that you haven't made any progress, and that you're dumb or you're stupid. Like, yeah, there's no point. It just makes you feel bad. Something along those lines anyway. On the surface, you might think that that's true. Yeah, there's no point because it just makes you feel bad. But really think about that. If you didn't feel bad about the position that you are in life, if you didn't feel bad, why would you want to go forward? Why would you want to change if you didn't feel bad? It's like the movie saying, where it's like, you're perfect just the way you are, and don't change yourself. You're perfect just the way you are. Don't change. Why would you convince yourself, even though you know deep down that there's a lot of progress that needs to be made, and that your life probably isn't how you want it? Then why would you convince yourself that you're fine how you are? Why would you do that? I think this is what toxic positivity is. Convincing yourself that it's alright, that if you just be yourself, that your life will turn out alright. If I'm just myself, then people will come to me and life will happen to me. It gets you nowhere, because eventually you will delude yourself to the point where you're like those Karens, those fat ass, freaking fat people on the internet who say they're good just the way they are and that they love themselves. Do you want to be like that? Do you want to be a piece of shit, but then think that you're the shit? But you're perfect just the way you are, but you're a fat shit. Sorry to be vulgar, but I just thought, how stupid that comment was. Bro, if you're a piece of shit right now, don't be afraid to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I am a fucking piece of shit. I was reading David Goggins' book, and bro, he did the same thing, because it's true. You can't lie to yourself. There's progress to be made. You need to become better, because you are a piece of shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You probably are. I am, bro. I'm still a piece of shit. Because the minute you start convincing yourself that you're it, that you're so great, you start to get complacent. You start to stay in the same position you are, because that's what happened to me. I built a pretty good physique. Like, you probably don't see it right now, but I can put a picture up if you want. But that's what happened to me. I got overly proud of myself, and I'm the shit, and yeah, it looks so great that I got fine with the position that I was. Yeah, sure, I made a lot of progress, but I'm still a piece of shit. I could still make more gains. There's still progress to be made, because the minute you start convincing yourself that you're it, that you've made so much progress, you start to slack off. You need to start every day, start every year or whatever, with the mindset that you're starting from zero, that you're still a piece of shit. Like, you might think this is toxic. It's not toxic. What's toxic is convincing yourself that you're so great even though you're not. That's way more toxic, because then you're going to live the rest of your life. You're going to die thinking you're the... I don't know how delusional some people are. Like the fat ass Karen, I don't want to go back to that. Where you're like, oh yeah, body positivity, I'm perfect just the way I am. No, you're not. I'm sorry. It's fine to look in the mirror and tell yourself that, yeah, there's more progress to be made. How do you think that all self-improvement, how all body transformation starts? It's when you hate yourself. It's when you're sick of the position that you're in. If you're not sick of the position you're in, how do you think you're going to make progress if you're fine the way you are? You shouldn't feel bad. Because if you don't, what's going to drive you? If you're fine just the way you are and you can be yourself, what progress is there to be made? I love the mindset from David Goggins that every day you should wake up from zero. Whatever happened yesterday doesn't matter. Who you are right now is not perfect. There's always progress to be made. I see that in so many successful people. The reason that they got there is because they never stopped. They never stopped and told themselves that they're it, that they're so great. They kept striving for more and more and more. I saw that with David Goggins when I was reading his book, that you're always a piece of shit. There's always more progress to be made. Because the minute you tell yourself that you're it and you're so much better than everyone else, you stop making progress. I saw that with, what's his name? It was some fighter guy. I don't know his name, but he started getting overly over the top that he was so great and that he's the shit. And then he started slacking off. Guess what? Some other guy was training harder than him, and he lost. He lost that fight. I don't know what the specific fight it was, but that's us, but on a lower level. Think about how like, on that level, you can give him a bit of credit. Like, true, like he was like one of the best fighters or whatever. But even that, like, that didn't help him at all. He lost the next championship or whatever. That's you on a lower level. Like, think about it. You're telling yourself that you're fine the way you are, that life is okay. That my life is fine. Like, bro, I don't like my life. Yeah, sure, I've got great friends and that. Yeah, I've got great opportunities, but yeah, I'm not afraid to tell myself that, because if you convince yourself that life's okay right now, how far do you think you're gonna go if you don't have some kind of drive there? I would have never started this channel. I would have never started my body transformation if I convinced myself. If I looked in the mirror and said, "No, I'm fine just the way I am," I would not have built this body. I would not have started working out. I would not be doing 8 muscle ups in a row, which is still shit. We don't want to get complacent. I could still do 20 muscle ups, because if I got comfortable with that, I'm gonna start making progress. You can't get comfortable. The minute you get comfortable, the minute you start convincing yourself that, oh, I'm actually fine, like, oh, it's okay, you start making progress. It's fine to not be okay. What's worse? Convincing yourself that it's fine being a fat ass, like Karen's, like, complete idiots who's like body positivity, or like, oh, I'm just fine. Like, if I freaking in the beginning told myself and looked in the mirror, bro, I wouldn't have started mewing. I wouldn't have started trying to nose breathe or whatever, because I used to be a mouth breather. I wouldn't have started doing that if I wasn't insecure. Being insecure, hating yourself, like, don't take this out of context, but a little bit of it is okay, because that's what starts the journey. If I didn't hate my chubby face in the past, I would not have researched how to get this fucking. I mean, it's okay. I would not have started mewing. I would not have started doing everything that I could to become better. Feeling shit about yourself and looking in the mirror and seeing a piece of shit. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with telling yourself that you probably are good. You piece of shit, good. Let's get back on it. Let's start grinding, bro. Start becoming better. We're all pieces of shit together. And we're gonna become so much more better. Never get comfortable. Never get complacent, because the minute you do, you just stop improving. And I know people say life's not a competition, blah, 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 blah. But even if you do get complacent, if you do get comfortable, someone else is gonna run past you. Someone else has probably got some guy that's making similar videos to me. When I stop putting as much effort into my videos, he's probably overtaken me on the subscriber count. Some guy who's in the same position as me, who had the same physique as me, when I got comfortable and thought that I'm the shit, and oh, look at me, I'm so jacked. He was like, yeah, I've made some good progress, but like, I could still make more progress. He's gone past me. He's probably gained like 4 kilos of muscle. So if you feel really bad right now, that's fine. You don't need to convince yourself that everything's all right. That's what's called toxic positivity. You don't want that. You're a piece of shit. That's good. I am too. Let's make progress, bro. It's time to make more progress. I hope that helps you, and I'll see you soon.